Hi guys, it's Gav here from dartsplanet.tv. Really hope that you enjoyed the match play last night. I did. It was great to see darts back on the big screen. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving my predictions for day two. But before we move on to that, let's just have a recap of the day one results. First up, it was Simon Whitlock against Ryan Joyce. Loads of you I see in the comments were tipping Ryan Joyce to win. I see loads of people also on Twitter saying that they thought he would as well. Didn't quite live up to it. It was his match play debut. Simon Whitlock's been there before. I thought he'd had too much anyway. He did, and he got the 10-4 win. Next up, we had Christoph Ratajski against Jermaine Watamina. Ratajski, 10-4 winner. Played absolutely brilliant. Performance of the night, averaged around 107. As I said in my video yesterday, we know he can do it. It's doing it on the big stage. And having no crowds there potentially could help Ratajski. And going forward is always going to be a danger. Next up, what a match it was. This was the match of the night. Ratajski was the performance of the night. This was the match of the night for me. Wade against Keegan Brown. I think Keegan Brown was 3 or 4-0 down, managed to get it back, ended up going ahead of James Wade, and even at one point was 10-9 up in the tiebreaker and had a chance to win. You have to win by 2 clear legs. Wadey does what Wade do, managed to get across the line and get the 12-10 win. But what a performance. Keegan always seems to play better on the big screen. Next up, we had MVG against Brendan Dolan. A very out of sorts MVG for me. In saying that, had over 100 average. It just shows how good he is when we speak about Michael van Gerwen. Think he was disappointed in his performance. Got embroiled in the game he shouldn't have done, but still got, beat Dolan 10-7. So went away a happy man and into round two. Last but not least, poor match in my eyes. Gary Anderson against Justin Pipe. We all knew that Justin Pipe was carrying an injury. Whether Gary Anderson can get up for the game, I'm not sure. Was only averaging around 90 at the end of the match. For his standard and the player Gary Anderson is, not great. See his interview afterwards. Is his heart still in it? He said probably not. Do he still enjoy doing it? He does. How long is he going to be playing darts for? I thought this would probably be his last year. Gary Anderson's not the same player that he was in my eyes. Be interesting to see how this year pans out. But anyway, let's go back to predictions for day two. As always, you can see them all over here. Sunday, July the 18th, live from 6 p.m. and we've got 5 first round matches. First up, we've got Mensah-Suljovic against Jamie Hughes, Glenn Durrant against Jeffrey Desvan, Rob Cross against Gabriel Clements, Peter Wright against Jose de Souza, and Michael Smith against Johnny Clayton. So here we go. First up, Mensah-Suljovic against Jamie Hughes. Love Mensah-Suljovic. Big fan of his. We all know Jamie Hughes is another player that can hit really big averages. But I think that Mensah-Suljovic is going to have too much room tonight. And I'm going for Suljovic to beat Jamie Hughes 10-8. Next up, we've got Glenn Durrant against Jeffrey Desvan. This is a mouth-watering tie. Glenn Durrant, semi-finalist last year, of course, got beat against Michael Smith. Jeffrey Desvan, when he turns it on, it is a dangerous player. For me, he can blow a little bit hot and cold. I think it's going to be a close game, but I'm going for Glenn Durrant to beat Jeffrey Desvan tonight, 10-8. Next up, we have the match player, current champion, Rob Cross against Gabriel Clements. Gabriel is such a quality player. Recently, just did his darts, actually, out of coincidence, with the new ones he just launched for Target. If you've not seen them, check them out. Sorry for moving on from that. German Giant, I'm not sure that he's going to have enough to beat Rob Cross tonight, defending champ, and I'm going for Cross to beat Gabriel 10-7. Next up, Peter Wright against Jose de Souza, the first Portuguese player to be entering into the World Matchplay, making history. He has got a really tough game up against Peter Wright. Apparently Peter Wright's using the same darts as what he did when he won the Worlds. This is going to be a tough ask for Peter Wright, but being world champ, knowing how he can perform, I still think he's going to have too much and he's going to beat him 10-7. And last but not least, we have last year's finalist, bully boy Michael Smith against Johnny Clayton. It's about time that Michael Smith won one of the big majors. He's been knocking on the door for a few years now. Is it going to be his turn this year? Only time will tell. I would love to see him get over the line and then the floodgates will open in my eyes. It's up against Johnny Clayton. Always a tricky opponent, but I think Michael Smith's going to be hungry. You noticed he's lost loads and loads of weight. Lifestyle kick, you know, the time at home with his kids, is going to be on it tonight, and I think that he's going to beat Johnny Clayton 10-5. So let's just run through my predictions. We've got Mensah Suljovic, I think, is going to beat Jamie Hughes 10-8. Glenn Durrant beating Jeffrey Zavan 10-8. Rob Cross beating Gabriel Clements 10-7. Peter Wright beating Jose De Souza 10-7. And Michael Smith to beat Johnny Clayton 10-5. Now, my predictions yesterday were all right. I'm not saying the scores were right, but I got all the players right. All the seeded players have gone through so far. I think the same's going to happen tonight as yesterday, guys. Please get involved. Let me know your predictions. Add them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Also, please turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to catch us in tonight's live show where Adam White is going to be taking on Damien Grimes in the Premier League of the Darts Planet TV Nexus Leagues. It's going to be fun. Stay safe, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, and I'll catch you this evening. Bye.